Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk. So, some very sad news. Ivana Trump, did she still have the Trump last name? I don't know. But Ivana, Donald Trump's first wife, died. I believe they're saying it was a heart attack. She was only 73. So, by the way, people who know me, like, listen, first of all, let me just say this. She has nothing to do with her stupid husband, right? But even if she did, even if Donald Trump like had a stroke or something like that, I mean, you're gonna feel bad, right? When I did a video when I guess it was a year and a half ago or 2 years ago when Trump got COVID, like nobody on the left was, I hope he dies. Like, there's none of that. When it comes to serious illness and death, like you don't want anyone, no matter who it is, it's, unless you're a serial killer or something, and probably Trump is right at that line. But anyway, no, everyone was hoping he would get well and all this. So, my worst enemy, provided you're not some sort of serial killer, is like I don't want anyone to get sick. That's sick. When you if you're like that, man, you're really pushing it. So anyway, Ivana dies, and Donald Trump turns this into, what does it say here? Donald Trump is fundraising off the death of ex-wife Ivana. So watch this and then I'll talk.
Wife Ivana Trump has passed away. She was in her 70s, died of natural causes. Don't have too many details at the moment about what those natural causes were, and honestly, I don't think it matters that much. What does matter is that her ex-husband is deciding to fundraise off her death.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. Even for Trump, unbelievable.
No, not unbelievable. It is the most usual, expected thing from Donald Trump. So I know it's a little difficult to read that, so I'll read that for you. It's an email that he sent immediately after the announcement of her death. Statement by Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States of America. He says, I'm very saddened to inform all of those that loved her, of which there are many, that Ivana Trump has passed away in her home in New York City. She was a wonderful, beautiful, and amazing woman who led a great and inspirational life. Her pride and joy were her 3 children. You mean the children you share together? Okay. Her 3 children, Donald Jr., Ivanka, and Eric. She was so proud of them, as we were all so proud of her. Rest in peace. And then right under that, donate to Save America.
He sent a fundraising email about his ex-wife's death and the mother of his 3 children. I mean, he's got other children, he's got other mothers, he's got other wives, but that was his first love. I don't know if that guy's capable of any empathy, let alone love.
He's a sick fuck.
And to be fair to Donald Trump, and I'm kidding here, there's no being fair to Donald Trump.
He's just a strange
Ivana
man.
Trump had written that Donald had raped her at one point, right? She then later retracted after a giant divorce settlement, okay? But apparently he'd gotten a hair transplant that she suggested the doctor, and the hair transplant didn't go well. And you know how obsessed he is with his vanity. He dragged her around by the hair and raped her, according to her. Okay.
Yeah, she published it in her book.
Yeah, and so now, I mean, Ivanka, his daughter, might be the only person in the world he cares 1% about outside of himself, right?
True.
And that's her mom. And he's like, I don't care. Let's just raise money off of her. Who cares? Who cares? I mean, it's not like he ever cared about her.
Right.
He assaulted her. He raped her, according to her, right? And so, by the way, you'll never see any of this in mainstream media because they'll say, oh, she passed away, so you shouldn't say what Donald Trump did to her. Why not?
And what he's doing to her now.
Yeah, that son of a bitch is fundraising off of her dead body.
Yep.
You know, there is no bottom to Donald Trump's barrel. He is the worst person you have ever met.
100%.
Like, seriously, think about, in your personal life, the biggest jerk you've ever met in your life.
It's Donald Trump.
Times it by 10, and it's Donald Trump.
Totally.
And 40% of the country
He's
thinks
such a
that's their role model.
scumbag.
I would love to know how many people
Disgusting
clicked on that
human
link and donated.
All right,
Oh,
I'll
your
put the whole
wife is
thing in the
dead.
comment
Oh,
section.
great. Yeah,
and
sure,
talk.
I'll give
All
you
right, so
money.
there you go. A fucking piece of shit scumbag. What an awful human being. By the way, I'm reading this. I'm going to do a video on this. It's a couple of years old, but it's still interesting about his personality. He's fucking deranged. He's an awful human being, and it really is incredible how far he has gone in life. You know, like a failed businessman. Like, well, I'll get into it in another video. Everything about Donald Trump as being a failed businessman, his psychiopathy, if you will, like he's a awful human being. Like as Cenk Uygur said, like the worst public figure I've ever seen. Like just a scumbag. And it's amazing that even a single person likes him. I mean, of course, you always get people who are weird, but it is strange that anyone follows this fucking awful human being. All right. More to come. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, love, and understanding here on Tabor Talk. So anyway, rest in peace, Ivana. Ivana Trump? Okay.